Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between SPX Foggy or Foggy versus Happy. This game taking place here on Concealed Hill. This is from ESL Open Cup number 31. Hope you guys are having a great day wherever you guys are watching from, whenever you are watching from. If you're watching from the future, beyond the year 2020, leave me a comment. Let me know, well, if the future is better than how, well, 2020 unfolded. Anyways, over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have Foggy spawning as the blue night elf. He will be going up against Happy spawning as the red undead. I don't know if two European players have had more history together than Happy versus Foggy. They seem to be just long time players. They have been around what seems like forever and a day, and have come against each other and fought against each other in the later bracket of many tournaments. Well, only to have Happy win most of them. Anyways, let's see how this is. Well, then that's, I don't know. I don't actually have the numbers and the stats to back it up, but I am pretty sure that my assessment is spot on. If it isn't, well, let me know in the comments what the numbers are, and well, I will make an apology. But I generally feel that's the case. Anyways, Demon Hunter going to be trained out here in just a moment. It is a Demon Hunter instead of a Keeper of the Grove. So Foggy going back to the tried and true Demon Hunter as a way to perhaps try and shut down those opposing undead heroes. Undead heroes often known for getting large amounts of mana. So that is incredibly important, as an Acolyte now going to come in and get some extra damage onto that Archer. I don't believe that Archer will be falling anytime soon, as that Demon Hunter will be popping out here in just a moment. Death Knight going to be returning the favor as well. Graveyard is being added. Rod of Necromancy already being added here, as the Wisp will scout out that Death Knight as it runs on by. Coming back across here, Demon Hunter is out onto the field, picks up Claws of Attack +6, going to have a little bit of extra damage, as Foggy's Ancient of War going toe-to-toe with a Forest Troll Trapper, as the Demon Hunter already, well, en route to the other side of the map. Death Knight using that Rod of Necromancy, going to try and clear out this Forest Troll Berserker creep camp as much as possible, and Happy using a lot of mana already. Interesting choice to use a large amount of mana already. Are we going to see another mana burn right here? Yes, we are getting down that mana burn, reducing the effectiveness of any more death coils here, as that Death Knight now sitting at level 1 will not be able to harass that much, because, oh, let's take a look at this. Are the skeletal minions or all of these units perhaps going to try and get us around off over here? So far, a little bit of damage coming back across. Skeletal minion going after, or Demon Hunter just trying to go after a skeletal minion, trying to make his opponent pay, but so far has not been able to do exactly that. Wisp is staying nearby as well. Ghouls are off the lumber line, as there is going to be a slight drop in overall mana. We might see a surround here, and yes, we do. Foggy was not paying attention. Demon Hunter going up against right there, trying to battle it through once more. Wisp now making its way over. Is it going to try and get a detonation? It does, but it only hits 2 ghouls, as the Demon Hunter going after a skeletal minion to try and take him down. He does get to level 2, now has evasion, and now he's going to try and, well, dodge himself out of this tough spot here. Demon Hunter now looking to head back. A little bit of evasion gives him effectively, I believe it's 3 armor in terms of overall effective hit points. If you don't believe me, well, check out my video on WarCraft 3 armor and why I use the term effective hit points when I'm talking about evasion and armor. Demon Hunter now moving its way back off to the north here. We can see a Tree of Life is back there. Yep, definitely cannot read that. Tricks Factory, sorry. As we're looking at the archers now trying to evasion even better than armor. Is it? I don't know. If you make any claims, make sure you check out my video on WarCraft 3 armor first. Check out Crota armor WarCraft 3, and then you will see an actual number by number comparison about evasion and armor. Just goes to show you. Maybe you'll prove me wrong, but that video has been up for many years, and a lot of people have found it very helpful. All right, coming back around, a Death Knight getting mana burned once more, constantly ending up, constantly getting mana burn, unable to use that Death Coil offensively or defensively, as being forced to use, well, just Blight to try and heal up all of those units. Demon Hunter now making its way back down here, as we're looking at archers looking to, help clear out this expansion with the help of this Tree of Life. All right, Demon Hunter once again on the move all the way back. There is Crypt Fiends and Skeletal Minions doing a little bit of a dance back and forth. But so far, it really feels like Happy and Foggy, because they have played each other so much, have a very good understanding of each other. Even in a game where it is a best of 3 or even a best of 1, if they happen to meet each other on ladder, there is so much history behind these two players that you know that the game is going to be absolutely entertaining and that they have played before. Mana burn onto the Death Knight here. Demon Hunter able to teleport all the way back down. Gonna go ahead and heal back up, and that is the benefit of the Night Elf being able to heal up pretty much instantaneously back at home. However, the army, the Naga Sea Witch, the Death Knight, Crypt Fiends already making their way down in here, as well as the Tree of Life going to try to get in position. The timing is going to be key though. Happy and the Naga Sea Witch already making its way over. Naga Sea Witch does have Boots of Speed, and the timing, a perfect creep jack timing here to, well, make things difficult. Tree of Life having a little bit of a tough time here. There are a lot more archers than I would have expected originally, as the Naga Sea Witch and the Crypt Fiends looking to back up. If you notice, the more armor you have, the less damage. Okay, you definitely have not watched my video. Please watch my video on Warcraft 3 armor and let me know your thoughts and opinions. And yeah. All right, Death Knight now make its way back off to the north here. Demon Hunter heading back off as well. Tree of Life is going to be able to root itself, as the Naga Sea Witch should be able to pick up that Manual of Health. Demon Hunter off, going to perhaps try and engage here. There you go. Death Knight could be in a little bit of trouble, taking a little bit of damage right there, as the Demon Hunter loses aggro by attacking that Death Knight. Coming back around, Naga Sea Witch is off to the side as well, as the Demon Hunter gonna, well, perhaps try and clear out this creep camp and wants to get to level 3 mana, or level 3 for mana burn, level 2, but will settle with the Naga Sea Witch getting up to level 2 as well. Death Knight looking to put in some pressure here. Skeletal Minions joining in on the fight. Staff of Teleportation coming in here, as the Demon Hunter going to perhaps be able to mana burn that Death Knight. Happy not noticing the Manual of Health. Apparently he doesn't want additional free hit points, as we are looking at this Forest Troll High Priest about to get taken down. Demon Hunter unable to mana burn that Death Knight, as the Demon Hunter does not have Boots of Speed. All right, Xander Dorn at Tricks Factory. Yes, yeah. Thank you for defending me, Xander Dorn. I don't know. Have you seen? Let me know if I should make improvements on my Warcraft 3 armor video. I think I do a very good job trying to explain the term effective hit points and actually doing the math behind my statement. But then again, a lot of people don't really yeah, Xander Dorn, definitely check out the video. It's like 8 years old now, so I don't know if it's still relevant, but a lot of people have said I never knew armor actually worked that way, and that it was very, very helpful for them in making decisions later on in terms of like whether or not rings of protection were really that useful. Doesn't Dota follow the same mathematical formula? Dota did. The original Dota did. I don't know if the original Dota armor system was brought over into Dota 2. Obviously, the original Dota was built on the Warcraft 3 engine, so that is obviously the case. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and head back over here. Forest Troll High Priest going to get taken down. This is a mass archer strategy with a Naga Sea Witch and a Demon Hunter now sitting at level 3. All right, Ancient of Wonders getting repaired back here. We are looking at 2 base Night Elf. Foggy should be able to start getting a very, very large economic advantage. He is fully saturating this gold mine here and repairing all of these wisps. Back off to the north here, Death Knight is at 3, Naga Sea Witch is at level 2, and the Lich now out onto the field with an Orb of Corruption sitting at level 1. We are at Tree of Eternity as well, so Foggy is actually in a very great spot. He is at tier 3, he has the economic advantage, but somehow, some way, you feel as though Happy, knowing this matchup and playing the way he has, Happy really didn't put that much pressure on Foggy's expansion. Perhaps he knows that he can beat Foggy even if he doesn't make his opponent pay for that expansion, but that is perhaps a bit of overconfidence or just mastery of the game. Only time will be able to tell that, as the units are now going to try and engage. All right, there goes a Fork Lightning onto a couple of units here. Are we going to get some repairs? Demon, or in comes an Abomination. Archers with a great damage going to be coming across here, as the Demon Hunter now being forced to pull back. He does have Boots of Speed. There goes a Fork Lightning trying to take down a couple of those Wisps as well, as the True Shot Aura now coming in from Priestess of the Moon. All right, Orb of Venom could also be coming in on that other Priestess of the Moon as well. We should be looking at some repairs on that Ancient of War. A lot of damage being absorbed right here as the Mana Burn comes down again. There goes another Fork Lightning. A couple of those low hit point ghouls now want to back up after that Fork Lightning did come into play. Scroll of Healing is right there as well, trying to counteract a bunch of this, as the Priestess of the Moon in a lot of trouble. Staff of Preservation saves, as well. We're still looking at a major fight now going down here. All right, Death Knight in a little bit of trouble, now being forced to retreat back as well. He's down to 220 hit points, as the archers are now trying to head back as well. All right, Death Knight in the very, very far back here. Priestess of the Moon going to buy perhaps a potion of healing, as the Demon Hunter needs to find a way to put in some pressure too. All of the enemy heroes do not have mana. That is a very, very big indicator of how effective this Demon Hunter has been in this matchup. Obsidian Statues also out of mana. Are we going to look at a mana burn onto any more units? Demon Hunter could end up getting mana burn to death, but no, not quite there, as there goes one Crypt Fiend. Beautifully done once more. Demon Hunter does get headed back home. We need to see a Moonstone be used. All of these Moonwells are pretty much bone dry now, as we may look at the Priestess of the Moon trying to clear out this Ogre Magi creep camp, or the Red Drake creep camp, and get that Fountain of Health going. All right, Demon Hunter in that front line location. Priestess of the Moon absorbing a lot more damage than it would really like. Luckily for him, or her, excuse me, the Priestess of the Moon did not, well, get any of that disease cloud on her. All right, Priestess of the Moon trying to back away. A little bit of damage still being absorbed once more. Oh, there goes a Robe of Magi +6. That's going to be given to the Priestess of the Moon. Not really the target you want for it. Lao gets up to level 2. Tome of Knowledge. Perhaps the Robe of Magi going to be given to the Naga Sea, or the Sea Witch, as the Sea Witch would perhaps benefit even more. All right, yeah, Sea Witch should be able to get a... Nope. Sea Witch needs more mana, definitely needs more mana than the Priestess of the Moon, who is only using Owl Sentry. Back on the other side of the map here, Death Knight is getting up to level 3. Both sides going to reload and recharge on all of their hit points here in just a moment, as we see a quick revealing this Fountain of Health. Coming back through, Forest Troll High Priest about to get taken down. There it goes, as the Naga Sea Witch, Lich, Death Knight, also, 3-3-2 going up against a 3-3-2. Army size is about the same, 58 supply compared to 54. Foggy has a plethora of items over his opponent right now. That's his main advantage, as we're going to be looking at, well, trying to clear out the center creep camp. That center creep camp is this 120 Happy. Yeah, sorry, the name's right there. Ogre Lord going to get taken down. Demon Hunter is invisible, as we're looking at a Hood of Cunning being dropped for that Priestess of the Moon. Agility and intelligence, a little bit more damage. Items perhaps being transferred back and forth. The Naga Sea Witch now with 570 mana. That is a very large amount of mana, and that means that those Fork Lightnings are just going to be that much nastier and deadlier. With that much mana, being able to Fork Lightning down a lot of those units early on and getting to level 3 for level 2 True Shot Aura. The damage should be very, very high indeed for this Priestess of the Moon. I am surprised that we don't see an Orb of Venom on that Priestess of the Moon, though, as the Priestess of the Moon Orb of Venom damage, if you micro and change targets, can actually stack. Very important here. Happy versus Foggy. Tale as old as time. And we'll see if we know the ending at the beginning with the history of between these two players. No shade keeping track of that Demon Hunter. That is a lot of abominations, though. And what is going to be key is whether or not the Demon Hunter can mana burn down all of these units. The Death Knight, the Lich, the Naga Sea Witch all have a large amount of mana. Obsidian statues also have a fair bit of mana as well, as the units are going to try and engage. Alright, Abomination getting a path and going to get taken down right there. It gets taken out pretty quick as one Abomination lost in transit. Ancient of Wonders is lost here. That is 4 Abominations right there as the Wisp is coming over to repair. Alright, coming back across here. Tricks Factory, make sure you watch the video. Yes, we're talking about effective hit points, not in terms of damage reduction, because if you go from 93% damage reduction to 100% damage reduction, that is significantly better. Damage reduction doesn't work the same way. It is logarithmic. That's why you need to do the math. Okay. Alright, coming back around, Archer is going to continue to push in more damage. Death Knight going to be in a little bit of trouble in the back, and Archer could just finish it off right there. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as the Demon Hunter shows up to try and perhaps shut down all of this here. Naga or Demon Hunter is right in the front, perhaps going to try and chase after that Death Knight. A little bit of body block, but it was still able to get away as we're going to look at an Abomination getting finished off right there. Obsidian statues now making their way back, and somehow, some way, shape, and form, Happy was able to escape with a bunch of low hit point units and head back off to the north. That Death Knight ran into trouble and got body blocked a number of times, but those were units getting rallied over to the Demon Hunter. All right, Demon Hunter now making its way back across here. Yes, effective hit points. That's one term I use a lot. Remember, it's effective hit points. Death Knight now making its way back across off to the north here. 51 supply compared to 56. Somehow Happy is still even in this game after all this time. Demon Hunter, Naga Sea Witch have a hero level advantage once more. Meanwhile, Priestess of the Moon sitting at level 3. And this game is still in anyone's hands right now. We are looking at level 3 upgrades. But yeah, level 3 upgrades here. Piercing damage 23 to 31, and then add on tap that True Shot aura. That is great damage indeed. Goblin Zeppelin wandering overhead is the Demon Hunter, perhaps going to be able to, well, break Orb of Venom, and there's the field. I would have thought perhaps a mana burn to try and cause a little bit of problems, but the Death Knight is wandering off very quickly there. Yeah, Xander Dorn, you and I are on the same page. Yeah, you and I are on the same page in terms of, well, effectiveness. Anyways, Demon Hunter still running laps right here. What is going on? Is he going to buy a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability? There's the Dust of Appearance. There's the Naga Sea Witch. And what is going on here? Demon Hunter is going to try and back away once more. Owl Scout keeping track of all of these units. And I don't know if you noticed this, but Happy purposely dropped his Death Knight. And that actually gave the Goblin Zeppelin a faster movement speed. For a little bit to be able to get away. All right, there goes a quick detonation across all of those units once more. 69 supply compared to 47, and well, things are looking up and up for Foggy as the supply advantage is just continue to grow and grow. All right, archers, 3-1 archers, perhaps trying to get 3-2 upgrades now. Nope, not even bothering to get 3-2 upgrades. Goblin Zeppelin going to go ahead and drop on in here as the main attack now getting underway. Goblin Sappers are going to be able to find their target, takes down a Ziggurat there as ghouls are going to get taken down as well. Acolytes, well, they considered trying to make their way over to the repair as it is going to be turning into a base race scenario. Death Knight here, Tree of Eternity fighting their way through a couple of Forked Lightnings. Level 4 now on the Death Knight. Tree of Eternity could get taken down as the Wisps are making their way over to detonate. All right, there goes another Death Coil right here, and this could be just a bad news for Foggy. Trading bases when you are down a base, never a good sign, and Foggy looks like he's going to be taking a game from Happy. All it took was, well, a massive supply advantage, an additional base over his opponent, and a hero level advantage going into these final fights here. All right, Priestess of the Moon, Forked Lightning coming back across. Acolytes trying to join in on the fight here, but we can all see see this is the beginning of the end as, well, unit after units are starting to fall here. Wow, double abominations being trained from dual slaughterhouse as acolytes are now going to be falling once more. Acolytes as they get taken down. Meanwhile, this tree of life down to 62 supply, or it's showing 62 supply compared to 34. Is this tree of life actually going to get taken out as well? No more wisp back off over here. 34 supply compared to 34 supply. Why isn't there a scroll of town portal to try and defend this location? As you know, your opponent doesn't have any more workers. Well, there's no way to really know that particular bit of information. New tree of life being built in the center of the concealed hall here. Owl Scout wandering around as well, a massive piercing damage army trying to finish off all of these buildings. That is a lot of damage to be had. Happy should be, well, leaving behind one abomination. We are going to be looking at a lot of damage here. Archers are perhaps going to be heading over to the Fountain of Health as well, as these archers are trying to finish off more buildings too. All right, what's going to end up going down? Double potions of lesser invulnerability, Death Coil, Frost Nova, Scroll of Healing, all used right there as the Priestess of the Moon trying to head back. All right, is that Priestess of the Moon going to be able to head back down to 27 hit points and still ends up surviving here? However, without the True Shot aura, well, that is a major damage loss there. Fork Lightning coming back across. Priestess of the Moon, what's going on? Priestess of the Moon down to 29 hit points. A little bit more damage, and there goes the Death Knight, giving level 4 there. Foggy winning this game through sheer, well, massive size of army, the economic advantage becoming far too much, a 5,000 gold mined difference even after that gold lost to upkeep, showing its head right there. Foggy getting up 444 on the heroes, Naga Sea Witch, Demon Hunter, and Priestess of the Moon able to carry him to victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.